Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura MMO2. My name is MS-Punker1, and last video we started up with a fight against a knight in the forest, but it turned out to just be a practice match between myself and Eleri. That we apparently have had a couple of by the sound of it. And then we just relaxed. So what will happen now? After my bath, I returned to my Bondor, Eleri in tow. Where I find Fion and Neve, a rather unusual combination. Fion, the twitchy little thief girl I met in Roseberry Forest, and Neve, my stalwart maid, don't get along at the best of times. Maybe they're learning how to get along. If that's the case, it would make me happy. But it seems more likely they were trying to overhear me and Eleri talking in the bathroom. As if to confirm my suspicions, Fion looks at me when I enter the room, a sly smirk on her face. Eleri glances to one side, shyly. His cheeks an adorable shade of pale pink. She might be a super cute. Whoever said pink doesn't go well with red had obviously never met Eleri. But if she blushes like that, she's going to make Fion and Neve suspicious. Fion is easy enough to deal with, but Neve can be a little possessive at times. I'm glad my maid cares about me so much, but sometimes I fear she cares about me a little too much. We were sparring in the 4-4 just like usual. That's right. It's easier to fight in the forest. I care rather less about burning trees when I do my beloved bed. Well, maybe we have ghosts here. I got sweaty and wanted to clean myself off. Is there anything so unusual about that? It's fine. I don't want to bother you. Well, thanks for the invitation. Maybe later. I take a seat on my bed and fold one leg over the other, surprisingly suppressing a small sigh. I suppose it's quite fun, in a way, but I wish they wouldn't get so jealous of each other. I try to give everybody an equal amount of attention, but there's only one of me and 3 of them. I suppose I could always try to clone myself. It's a high level magic, and the clones only exist for a few minutes. That might be rather interesting. How troublesome. I have to think about it later. Right now I have more pressing matters at hand. Over the last month or so, my party of 4 has been going to the nearby city of Linton to accept quests at the Adventurers Guild. I've been accepting any quest we can find, in the hopes of learning why Elaria and I were summoned to Asaph. When I might be able to learn how to return home to Japan. It's not like I'm in a hurry to go back, but I don't like the thought of being held captive in this world against my will. Dark Witch Viola makes her own destiny. Alright. Now, that sounds pretty cool. Unfortunately, we haven't learned anything yet. But I'm sure if we complete enough quests, we eventually stumble upon something. Of course, when I go into the city, I have to wear a disguise. The Dark Witch Viola is well known in Asaph. And if I walked through the streets in my Dark Witch regalia, it would cause quite a scene. Being a celebrity can be exhausting at times. Ni frowns and taps her lower lip with her index finger. Fiona and Neve, unlike Elaria and I, are residents of Asaph. They weren't summoned here from the human world, or whatever you want to call it. And we don't know where Elaria and I were really born in Japan. Neither do we know that I've been trying to figure out how to get back home. Way in the dark about this whole thing. And while I feel a little guilty for not telling them the truth, it's probably easiest in this way. If we knew that their beloved home SF is nothing more than a video game in the human world, in the NPCs without any autonomy, I'm sure it would give them quite a shock. I don't know how the rules of this world work, and uncovering the truth could cause some kind of space-time rupture that rapidly destroys SF forever. That's why I haven't told them the truth. In fact, I doubt they believe me if I tried. You don't need to worry about my honor and Eve. I already told you, I'm doing this on a whim. Nobody bothers to challenge me anymore. I haven't met a single strong opponent in months. Everyone in SF knows how powerful the Great Dark Witch is, and they're all too afraid to approach me. Waiting for fools to challenge me has become rather tedious. So I thought I might as well take on a new challenge on my own volition. That's all. Exactly. I might tire of doing quests like this after a while. Particularly if they fail to offer up any interesting information. But I want to keep at it for just a little longer. Who knows? Today we might be met with a really interesting quest. Depending on the quest, I can agree with her. When you leave a quest to go collect walnut nuts when you can just do it yourself. Maybe we're just lazy. If he knew I was a rich viola, they run away screaming. Well, it's a good thing I have you around, Neve. And I've never been lonely with you. I mean everything I say. I'm not simply trying to placate her either. Life in Tokyo was dreadful, dull, but in Asaf, dreadfully dull, but in Asaf I can do what I want and be who I want. There are no rules or restrictions. I'm finally free from my dull, boring, everyday life. And I have people to share this newfound freedom with too. Neve, Theon, and Larry. I care about them, and they care about me. That's why a part of me doesn't want to leave SF. I want to stay here forever. But all the same. Now, let's get ready. We're going to Linton today. I can't keep living in blissful ignorance. Who called me to SF? Who called me to SF? Why am I here? What do they want? I don't know. But if I keep taking requests at the Adventurers Guild, I might get a little closer to finding out. My mismatched group finally arrives at Linton an hour later. To get to the city we had to walk through a full forest on foot, stepping over loose branches and twigs. Travel would be easier if we could use one of the handy hub crystals that exists in Asaf online. But I haven't found any of those crystals in the real Asaf. To get between towns and cities you need to use your legs. Can't you use magic, teleportation magic or something? That or carts and horses. It'd be easier if we could go to the Adventure Guild in Hearthstone which is closer to my citadel, but after the event that occurred in Hearthstone last month, I doubt the villagers would be very welcoming. I guess that is the event that happened in the last game. The beginning there, according to the picture. Neve left quite a lasting impression when she unleashed that powerful spell in the middle of the market. Oh well. I don't mind walking that much. The forest is relaxing and the low-level monsters that lurk amongst the trees don't pose any real threat. Theon sighs, and we exit the thicket of trees. wet line Linton. She pauses, pouting and rubs her ankle with her fingers. You can believe her. You can believe her, little puppy. Larry is a proud knight, and knights don't like to harm others, even it would be to their benefit. I know, because I've tried. I give Larry a pointed look, and she blushes. Larry puts up such a tough front, but it's so easy to tear it down. And I do think Larry has a point. You used to live out in the streets, Leon, but you're become rather complacent since I took you in. A life of luxury must have turned you soft. First sticks a tongue out at me who sighs. That's exactly what I was going to say. You might make a good second in command someday, Larry. Of course you're not, you're my precious maid, my right-hand woman. You're the family dog. Oh, but you are. You even bark on command. Only if you stop yapping. You really are proving my point. I pat the top of Theon's messy blonde head and laugh, which earns me a scowl. I can't really take Theon's scowl seriously. Seriously though, it is much too cute. Before I must start walking through the cobblestone streets of Linton. After a leisurely stroll, we arrive outside the Adventurers Guild. I'm just about to step inside when... A tall gentleman storms out of the guild in an obvious rage. He's dressed in the garb of a butler, and his hands are encased in white gloves. His clothes look very flashy. I'm sure they cost a lot of money. Does he serve a noble family? If he does, he certainly doesn't seem very polite. He must have seen me looking because he shouts to me, shoots me a nasty glare. Neve takes a step forth, obviously ready to berate him, but I rest a reassuring hand on her shoulder. I don't want her getting into a fight outside the guild. If possible, I like to avoid a scene like the one that happened at the Heartthrown market. I wasn't looking at anything, my good sir. I apologized. The man snorts. And with that heightly remark, he sails on. Neve watches his retreating back, her fingers balled into fists, balled. I know, but sometimes a little apology can go a long way. I clap a hand over Neve's mouth. The secret is pretty distant, but you can never tell who might be listening. With the streets is pretty deserted, but I can never tell who's listening. Neve, please. I appreciate the sentiment, but I wouldn't want to cause a scene. I know I could defeat him with the click of my fingers. It's like an ant to me. Educating an insect like that is beneath me. It's easy to let him scurry on. I draw my hand away from Neve's mouth when I'm convinced she's returned to her senses. My maid sighs, evidently disappointed. Does she love bloodshed that much? But she begrudgingly accepts my words. Indeed I do. I appreciate how loyal you are, Neve. But if you cause me any problems, I won't hesitate to discipline you. Now, let us go inside. Perhaps we learn why that gentleman was so angry. Before I was pushed open the heavy wooden door and enter the Adventurers Guild. A bell chimes, letting the guildmaster know of our arrival. And as for the guildmaster herself, well, okay, and that is she looks different. And she looks different than usual. Her hair is damp, and so is the rest of her. The clothes stick to her body and rivulates of water trickle down the cheek and her nose. She doesn't look embarrassed by her predicament, though. In fact, it's quite the contrary. Her eyes are narrowed and she's grinning, grinding her teeth together so hard I'm worried she sand them down. Guildmaster grumbles to herself under her breath. I've been coming to this guild for the last month. I've never seen her look this angry before. Maddie's usually a cheerful, high-spirited woman. That man really must have angered her. Excuse me? Maddie blinks. She lifts her head. Her expression remains dark for a few moments. Her eyes might be looking at me, but her mind is evidently still with that gentleman. Before it falls out of recognition. Falls out in recognition. Violet is what I call myself when I'm wearing my disguise. I don't bother asking Maddie what exactly was so awful. She's something of a talker. That might be something to running a guild. And she never keeps her opinions to herself for long. A request? I wonder what that could be. This emissary from the Diest family, one of the richest families in Lytton, was sent to the guild by his master to have a request taken down. It must be fairly important. Could this be the price of missing information I've been looking for? The piece of information. If you don't mind my asking, what sort of request is it? Oh, right. Let me fix that for you. I click my fingers and Maddie's clothes instantly dry themselves. Cute. Not really. Eve, now it's not the time. Stop it, you're flattering me. So, Maddie, about this request. Guess what is it? And who submitted it? Justin? Probably said that wrong, but some words I can't read properly. Especially if they are in English. Sorry. I played SF Online a lot when I still lived in Japan, and I remember this name. The Diest and the Shastins were two of noble families that ruled over the city of Linton. They were forever at logheads, both of them desperate to claim the city for their own. There were a few quests where you had to choose which noble house to side with. Shastins or the Diest. I always picked Shastins myself. I done a few quests here and there, however, these two noble families never really served any purpose in the overall plot of Asaph Online. We could never go inside their homes. You never met any of the family members themselves. Will I finally be able to meet some of the most influential people in Linton? This could prove to be very useful indeed. A wedding? For a so-called dreadful catastrophe, Maddie sure looks happy talking about it. She really does love gossip. I like Maddie, but she's not somebody I entrust with any of my secrets. Let me guess, the necklace was stolen. Theon might sound excited, but money doesn't really interest me. I'm already rich. I have so much gold coins I don't know what to do with them all. I think I want to accept this quest even if there wasn't a reward though. It sounds a lot more interesting than picking berries. And there's one fact that's perplexing me though. Why did the butler of Diest family ask you to take the quest down? If the diamond necklace is needed for the wedding ceremony, Diest should want to recover it as quickly as the Charstins. I'm guessing they are the one who stole it. And the DS one doesn't want it to come forward. Now these make a little quotation marks with the fingers. But you refuse to take the request down. And speaking of people talking to themselves, yep, figured it was her. Naturally, Theon doesn't care about political intrigue. She's far more concerned with her belly. I wonder if I should give my thief girl a stern talk. She would benefit from a bit of discipline. But then again, how can I be cruel to her when she's so cute? Yeah. You're really a simpleton. You really are simple. I smile at Theon indulgently and pat the top of her head. And you wonder why I call you a puppy. I beg to differ. You're always thinking about your stomach. when you sniff out the juicy bone, you forget everything else. Jump pouch and throws my hand off her head. I know. You don't need to make excuses for yourself, puppy. Anyway, I'm rather interested in this missing necklace. In fact, I'm very interested. You know me too well. But that's just a pleasantry. Maddie, no matter how good she is at sniffing out secrets, doesn't know me at all. But my party will accept this quest. I trust there's no objections. When we're in a mutual agreement, let's try and solve this mystery. Now, I wonder, would it be possible for commoners like us to meet with Lady Ashin? I would like to ask her a few questions. I think this will be it for this video, so hope you liked it, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!